Hope you guys are having a great day. So, what is volume and why is it so important? Well, volume is the amount of shares traded during a specific move. For example, the volume today was such and such, etc. Now, the reason it's important is, first of all, because you can compare it to an average day. If a stock usually has a volume of 3 million shares and today it has a volume of 7 million shares and it has gone down, we know that there's some serious sellers. It is a great way of being able to tell what's going on with a stock, but mostly because it helps you figure out the tricks of the trade and what people are really doing and what the stock is really telling you. For example, let's say a stock is doing really well, it's holding well, you have really high hopes for it, and all of a sudden it has a really bad day, but it has a bad day on low volume. That could be manipulation without having to sell too much stock in order to get it into a position where the real buyers can buy it for much lower. So you see, if you know what volume is and you know how it could be manipulated and you pick up on the smells and the hints, you're in a much better position to know which way a stock is going. And that's why it is so imperative, so important to keep track of the volume. It is the number one indicator that all traders, all institutions keep their eyes on in the entire planet, and for good reason. Number one, because it tells you if something is real. If a stock is trading on higher volume than usual, it means that there's something real going on. If something is trading on lower volume than usual, it's not a real move. It could still have significance. You could still run it out and get paid on it, but it's not a real move. It's not sustainable. And like I said, if you understand volume and you start using your own imagination, you can see how it can be used to trick you and to trick others into thinking things. So, like a regular graph with volume would have the graph of the stock with, let's say, the graph of the volume overlaying it or underneath it. And when you see the graph going up and down, up, down, and on the bottom, you see spikes, either spikes going up or you see things, going down, the opposite of spikes, little valleys, I guess you'd call them. You could start to put together a story. There's a stock that goes up and comes down, goes up and comes down, and every time it goes up on strong volume. That means there's a real interest. If there's a stock and every single time it goes up on very light volume, it's probably going to fall apart. And so do the really good traders, and therefore it's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy, because they're going to short it and make it fall apart because they know that gamble is on their side. So again, as I've said, level 2, knowing the inside market, is a key indicator in knowing how to trade. Volume is right there. If you have one gauge you're allowed to have on the panel of your vehicle when you're trading, you need to pick volume. It's more important than anything else. It plays into all types of trading, whether position, technical analysis, even technical analysis. You could pick up on stuff from volume. It tells you volumes, no pun intended, about the stock, position, all kinds of stuff. Volume. Think about it. The stock means nothing when you're looking at the graph if you don't know the volume behind it. If you know the volume behind it, you know a big story that the people who don't follow volume have no clue about. So, start paying attention to volume. Read some books, watch some videos, like I always say. Get yourself accustomed to the concept of volume and the things that it tells you in relation to different moves in a stock and the tricks that could be played. Google all those kind of words, YouTube them, you're gonna learn an enormous amount. Volume. Have a great day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell everybody you know to subscribe. I'll see you. Have a great one. Happy Sunday.